Jason Huntley.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
On the tackle.
The tackle made by Nicholas Morrow.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
Now 3rd and 10.
Play action, it's Fromm. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long, why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack. It'll be just an 18-yard punt. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And it's caught. Touchdown. Harold Carmichael, 44 yards. And his guys have taken a first-quarter lead. Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down, score points.
You know what that tells me? They sold their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3 and out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stuff it. Then we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. And they got it done.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0.
Tyler Bass set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this carries into the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6.
9-yard line.
Now Huntley.
3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Out of the shotgun, here's Fromm.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Hall of Famer Derek Brooks.
You gotta love it, baby. Give
And
me
he
some more.
will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Now this defense looking like they have come to play. The pick 6, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visit. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski, that's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score our home team 14. Visitors, nothing. Tyler Bass set to kick off.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
Number 41,
you should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though. Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
It's caught on the right side at Smith. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33.
A short gain that doesn't get him the first down brings up a fourth down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Here's Kevin Huber now as he'll punt it away for the second time. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And this kick will be touchdown as they spot it inside the 45-yard line.
At their own 43-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. They begin with a quick throw out left. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. They'll run on first down. Thorpe. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Call it an even 20 yards on the pickup. And it'll result in a fresh set of downs. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Team 14. Visitors, nothing.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. That's out to the left flat and complete. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. From 19 yards away. And his guys are going to add on to their lead.
The catch and the touchdown, they were the end result of a terrific route run by the receiver.
Here's Bass now for the extra point. And it is now 21-0.
Good. Makes the score our home team 21. Visitors, nothing. Tyler Bass set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. From the 6. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. On the run, it's Huntley. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Loss brings up 3rd down and 12.
New England on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd down and 12. Pressure, and down he goes. Ross Blacklock in there to drop it for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down.
Another 3 and out.
Here's Kevin Huber now, standing just outside his own goal line. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. And here's a fair catch now, and boy, a very short punt will give them unbelievable field position.
1st and 10. At the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
And they'll run the option to start the drive.
Room here to run. And touchdown. Lamar Jackson, 34 yards. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. So a design run all the way, and he took it the distance. I don't know that anybody saw that coming.
Well, on this play, how about the vision of him, being able to see the open field, make his move, and get there. Oftentimes, defenses have a spy for the quarterback position to try and take care of it. On that play, if they did, it certainly didn't work. Yeah, there's no doubt.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
On second down, Huntley, limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21.
Tackle made at the 21-yard line. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 8.
Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick.
Let's get that swagger.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That pick six extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the third quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
Tyler Bass now for the point after.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Team 35. Visitors, nothing.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
All comes back to those defensive backs and for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Bobby McCain, and his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. So his struggles just continuing here in the first half, throwing the football. Charles, now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great coaches in the past, you know, they've always said, I can't teach you, obviously, because you're not listening. So maybe the bench can teach you. He's got to be careful now. He might get pulled.
A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A very solid gain of 27. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far,
and he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A 10-yard touchdown run as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And certainly some credit there for that touchdown goes to the offensive line.
They never get the credit they deserve in the stat sheet, but they are the reason that they got the points. Excellent job up front, clearing the way for the score.
Bass on for the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half.
Makes the score, our home team 42. Visitors, nothing.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Fromm. That's complete to K.J. Osborne. And he's going to have a first down, and they get into field goal range here at the 29. 11 yards there, first down.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Here's Fromm to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Smith. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 10 more there and another first down.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. On 2nd down, here's Fromm. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Bobby McCain. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. Oh, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. And all the way in for the touchdown. Darnell Mooney, as the first half is winding down, as his guys continue to pour it on.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow, because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
And his kick is right through.
Makes the score, our home team 49. Visitors, nothing. Tyler Bass set to kick.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary. You're playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here, as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. They'll start with the option. Here's a quick throw left side to start things out. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5.
6-yard line.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And now running right through it. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. That one good for 16 as the drive continues. This is something that we've seen from Lamar Jackson since back in his Louisville days. He can be so dangerous with the RPO.
Yeah, and whoever designed the RPOs, it's almost like they had a guy like Lamar Jackson in mind because of his ability to do everything. He can tuck it and throw it. He can tuck it and run it. He can hand it off inside when he gets the right read. Bottom line is most teams want him to hand it off because when he takes off and goes, he can break down a defense.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is caught. It's Edelman. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And this offense continues to pour it on. Here's Bass now for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
The score, our home team 56. Visitors nothing.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
5-yard line. A gain of
3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. That's complete to the tight end, Werner. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a Patriot 1st down on a pickup of 16.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
They'll run it here with Huntley. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I know they'd love to take some heat off of that young quarterback, but so far, not much in the running game, and this won't help things either. A loss on that play.
2nd and 12, operating from the 39. They go again with Huntley. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage.
The line of scrimmage.
No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up.
And 11.
Throwing is from. And now here is another interception. Derwin James with a pick. There he goes right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, If you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Tyler Bass now for the point after. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
The score, our home team 63, visitors nothing.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Taken in the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there, it's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
We'll see if they can do it here. We're back now in KC.
63.
And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Bobby McCain.
Oh, it don't matter.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
The score, our home team 70. Visitors, nothing.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Butler. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. There he goes, left side. Touchdown. A big play there. 53 yards. And this offense is running away with this one. As that lead just swells and swells. Look, this has been dominance in all three phases, offense, defense, and special teams.
So don't we have to give a lot of credit, not just to what we've seen today, but the preparation in advance, coaching staff, commitment by the players to the game plan, and being ready to go in this one? You're exactly right. Clean sweep. And, boy, they're going to celebrate this one after it's over.
And on the other side, this is the game film you just flush and never go back and review.
Nothing. Tyler Bass set to kick.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. New England on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they will rally and stop him short of the 1st down. They get him to the ground at the 26. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
1st down and 10 at their own 47-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. With this lead and the football, things obviously looking good, but maybe, you've taught me this before, maybe this is where the defense is hoping that the offense helps them preserve that shutout. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Even though they've got this big advantage, Charles, they are not taking their foot off the gas pedal right now.
Well, I think what we're seeing is the result of all their great preparation and great practice time during the week. And even though it seems like this is a great chance to pull people back and maybe, not try and score a few more times, they don't want to do that. I think they're enjoying what they're seeing, the collective effort, and they want to play it all the way out.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that will extend this big lead. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going,
and my goodness, another interception. Derwin James with a pick. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. And that rushing touchdown is 4th, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Our home team 90. Visitors nothing.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. And able to get this out to the 25.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Here we go. Mike's 50, Mike's 50. And let's get this,
Now Fromm to pass on 2nd down. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Give the sack to David Onyemata, the product of Nigeria by way of Canada. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. And now here is another interception. picked off by Bobby McCabe. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick six makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? And he said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Tyler Bass set to kick off.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be fielded inside the 5. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
10-10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Pats at the line ready to go. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now. And if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
34-yard line.
In trouble, and he's taken down. David Onyemata able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for 2. And they take a knee. And he will not make it to the goal line as this try for 2 is going to come up empty. But that's little consolation to this defense as they have been porous all game long. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This will make it into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
The Pats at the line ready to go. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
15 yards on the play. First down. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. So celebration down on the field for a good, hard-fought victory here. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. From Kansas City, so long, everybody.
I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Turn the knob, camera assist, I'm incredible. Yeah, came for the dollars, call it vegetable. Then I did the dash, can I catch me, bro? Ooh, then I did the dash, can I catch me, whoa? Your whole team is no competition. Boy, I did it by myself, it's a solo mission. Running up the charts, I'm a fool, dog. Turn the whole field to a schoolyard. Bunch of students ain't eating around here. I'm the GOAT, little man, and I made it loud and clear. Put the gas on them like I'm with the Cavalier. Show no love, got the confidence, no fear. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Okay, Can I hit that? Okay, Can I hit that? Cause I ain't like it. Okay, Can I hit that? Okay, Can I hit that? Stars born, I've been ready for this. Since like 9-5, I've been eager for this. Talent on the rise, I'm consistent with this. Trophy is the prize, ain't no gimmicks with this. Okay, now what's left on them? Told you I'ma flex on them. I did it all subtle, ooh, and then I hit that exit on them. Gotta blame my faith, cause these odds ain't got nothing on them. I secure the safe for the cradle, I ain't dropping nothing, ooh.
About ready to get us going, and we are underway from Arrowhead. That'll be taken about a yard deep, and he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. First and 10, it's Roethlisberger. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Rams. First and 10 at the 40.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Only needing 2 yards on second down. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Butler. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line.
Intercepted.
Offensively, a far from ideal start there with a pick on the opening drive.
Yeah, not exactly what they were looking for. We know that. That's pretty obvious. The beauty, though, is it's happening early. If they don't panic, they don't compound this problem, they've got a long way to go and a chance to get back in it.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here first and 10 at the 45. On first down, Thorpe. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Jackson from the shotgun. Over the middle, Julian Edelman. It's complete. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that. I can't help it. Every time I see Eric Berry make a play, as we just saw him make a tackle there, I just want to stand up and applaud.
Because he went to Tennessee like you?
Well, that doesn't hurt one bit, but how about the comeback? I mean, he came back from beating cancer and getting back to Pro Bowl level, one of the best players in the game.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on fourth down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. So a pretty shaky start here for both sides.
Yeah, each quarterback's throwing a ball to the other team. Do you think on both sidelines they're sitting them down and saying, okay, remember, this is the color jersey we're wearing. They're wearing the other color. Let's make sure we get it to our guys, please.
After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. To the right side and complete to Thomas. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for L.A.
First and 10 at the 30.
Off the play fake. Here's Roethlisberger. Flush to his right. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Another first down, this time on a gain of 19.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
A run here for J.D. McKissick. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
A gain of 5 brings up.
They'll run with McKissick. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Rams are going to take a first quarter lead. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths, running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that, and it wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
It's up, it's good, and the Rams take a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Rams 7. Our home team, nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Now Pollard. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
4-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Second and 6. From the gun, it's Jackson. He's going to wind up and air it out. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Harold Carmichael, the intended receiver. And now it's third down.
Wilson on the coverage.
From the gun, Jackson. And he'll have his man. That's Edelman. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. And that gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs.
7-yard line.
They'll run on first down. Thorpe. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Pick up of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4. At the Rams' 47-yard line.
From the gun, Jackson. Open man, that's Ozzie Newsome. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
And that's why defensive coaches preach swarming to the football. It's usually going to take more than one guy to get that big man down.
And it did right there. Multiple broken tackles, but they eventually get him down. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. There on the tackle, Minkah Fitzpatrick.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Quick strike out wide by Jackson. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards there and a first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. He's going to find his running back. It's complete.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
They'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10. Pretty ideal right there. Keep it yourself, get the first down, and get the heck out of bounds.
And knowing him, I believe he's thinking, I can get a few more yards if I just lower my shoulder. but he also hears that second voice in his head. His head coach, and probably his agent too, saying, get out of bounds, man. Don't do that.
Number 2.
A good first down call as the screenplay gets him 9.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
From the 4, this is second down and 1. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up. Meaning, when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
The point after is good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime.
Set to kick off.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Play action. Now Roethlisberger. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Roethlisberger. And they get to him with a pressure as Roethlisberger goes down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Here we go on 4th down with Roethlisberger. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. Now Jackson on 1st down. And it'll be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 20-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows it.
And that's caught inside the 35. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
31-yard line.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Now a signal and a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw, eluding the pressure right. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. We have not seen much on offense from either side these last few drives. It has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. From the 27, Jackson finds the open target, Arnold. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Give them 22 there on the third down conversion.
45-yard line.
On first down, Thorpe. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Ryan Kerrigan, the one who stepped in to make that play.
Taken down.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
Now on 2nd and 13. Jackson, slant route, caught by Edelman. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
6.
Operating from the gun, Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on 4th.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Oh, and for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted.
Get off the
Picked
field.
off by the free safety, Eric Berry. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone, possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
I think we could all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger point. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. Dancing to his left. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Rams have taken the lead.
For the extra point.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
7.
Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
They'll take over at 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game?
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Buda Baker with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. To throw here, Roethlisberger. Flushed out right. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And he's got it all the way down to the 12-yard line. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. And officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19. Now Roethlisberger. Forced out to his left. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The veteran Andre Johnson, the target on that one. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Incomplete. He was covered by Malcolm Butler.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Second and 10. It's Roethlisberger once more. Escaping the pressure right. This is caught. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. We're back now in KC. It's the Rams out in front here. They've got control of the football as well as we get set for the 4th quarter. The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. GeeDee McKissick, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. The bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
And it's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Now to return it, here's Kenyon Drake. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Return. They'll take over.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. And that play, it wound up losing yardage.
To the left side and complete for Julian Edelman. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down. Did they maybe play that too safely on 3rd down? I know you don't want to just throw a ball blindly downfield, but that didn't help them a whole lot.
I think they probably said if it's open, take the shot. If not, get something safe because we do have 4th down to try and pick it up.
They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. And able to catch it, but he's out of bounds. And the throw took him beyond the sideline, and that's going to be a turnover on downs. So now with a 2-minute warning coming up fast, that puts a mammoth dent in their comeback hopes.
I like how you phrased it. It's a dent because there's still opportunity. They've got to get the ball back on defense, obviously twice. But guess what? This thing is not close to being over. They need to go ahead and play it out.
Not over. As you said, 2-score game still. Now Roethlisberger on 1st down. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Montez Sweat just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
Third.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 3rd down, Jackson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this down.
4th down.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. His throw caught at about the 5. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Rams add on to their lead. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more.
Rams 28, our home team 7.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
16-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line.
Brought down.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
And
10. One last shot for Jackson. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. So the L.A. Rams with a victory here, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I'll bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. From Kansas City, so long, everybody. pass about ready to get us going. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
Jackson on first down. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson got his man. That's the Pro Bowler, Julio Jones. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Jackson now to throw on 3rd down. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play.
That time on the outside, pretty nice job as a cornerback to shed any would-be blockers and make the tackle.
And think about the praise we're giving him, what his coaches are giving, but how about the respect he gets from his teammates to be a complete corner who doesn't just cover receivers, but also tackles ball carriers.
It's Jones. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That one covers 29 yards. First down. Jackson from the shotgun. The right side is hauled in by the tight end Gonzalez. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And the Falcons are going to have it 1st and goal as he'll take this down to about the 3.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Second down and goal. Jackson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Butler. He's at the 50. 30. Past the 20. And he will take.
Someone put me out 'cause I'm on fire. I can't give a about what they say. They've been searching for that thing to get them higher. You can't catch my drift, can't catch my wave. Damn, Kane, you done killed Abel. Unbalanced land, trying to keep the people stable. The way I feel, I might it all up. The way you feel, you might do it for the buck. All black, born to be a rebel. After this, I might go and water down the devil. Listen to everything around me, I can't see. You picked a dozen roses and left them in Galilee rolling thunder. Don't hear my cry, don't let alibis pass you by. Finally starting to realize, never give up and coincide. Can't watch TV, it's all a lot. Tired of trying, go ahead and fly. Everybody want a straight answer, but media keep us blind. A good heart is not hard to find. Why do people try to define infrastructure right? I don't got time, infrastructure right, I don't got time. I could it's all to we're talking about you, about to protecting the sons and daughters from political manslaughter. Someone put me out cause I'm on fire. I can't give a about what they say. They've been searching for that thing to get them higher. You can't catch my drift, can't catch my wave. Never play by the rules, guess I'm paying my dues. They gon' try to intrude, poison the multitude. They be quick to accuse, when you got different views. Just know you gon' pay the price, based off the item you choose. Many times in the culture, hit you with them K-Ultra. I knew you was a vulture, Holy Ghost get the ushers. No, I can't trust you, shock you, then now you fluster. Crashing down, I was cluttered, doing this so subtle. Fumbling out through the rubble, remember this in jungle. The top I was gonna get something, the middle gotta stay hunting. Why the rush left for nothing, why the rush left for nothing, why the rush left for nothing, why the rush left for nothing. Agitated illusion, only built for confusion. The institution, modern day execution. Think I know the solution. Maybe now should I do it? Just put it in the music. Just put it in the music. Someone put me out cause I'm on fire. I can't give a about what they say. They've been searching for that thing to get them higher. You can't catch my drift, can't catch my wave. You'll burn out if you jump into the fire. Can you feel it rushing through your veins? Though you make it out that you desire. No city was that never be the same. You burn out if you jump into the fire. Can you feel it rushing through your veins? Though you make it out that you desire.
They don't know my name. I'll get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. Tie me up in chains. I'll get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. They say fall and you let go, but I know I got an antidote to retain some kind of self-control. Look inside my head through a telescope. You erase all the calls from a telephone. No sense of smile, maybe tell a joke. Holding back your tears, singing minimal syllables. Yeah, look at me, out the asylum. Was a fate or mistake, cause the time ain't up. Yet the parts of my mind don't get much love. If you want in my head, come and call me up. You look like a twisted Robin Hood. Yeah, you take from the rich and the poor and us. Wearing diamond shoes while you walk your pugs in a town you create where there ain't no love. Where do I go? Where am I alone? Not on the phone. When am I on my own? They don't know my name. I'll get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. Tie me up in chains. I'll get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade.
Tyler Bass set to kick off.
Tyler Bass about ready to get us going. And we are underway in Foxborough. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. That's going to set him back 5 yards. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. A run with Huntley. And right away, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the defense. So they take over not only in enemy territory, but in the red zone at the 16-yard line. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. After the fumble recovery, it's Jackson. His throw caught right around the 6. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown. And his guys have taken a first-quarter lead.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go, still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. On 3rd down, Huntley. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought up a punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very...
And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And that will force a turnover on downs. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. And it's caught. Touchdown. Harold Carmichael there to make the grab. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. Not even 2 minutes into this football game, already we've had 2 scores.
You know how much I like to read about teams of old, right? The teams of yesteryear. There were some teams that were known as the point-a-minute teams. Well, obviously in a 60-minute game, that's 60-plus points. But 2 touchdowns in the first 2 minutes? My calculator doesn't operate that well.
And now on the other side, they better wake up. They haven't even gotten off the bus yet. They're going to try and run. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. Only had a couple of yards to gain there on the 2-point conversion, and they were able to do it.
And how many teams shy away from running the football in a 2-point conversion? They treat 2 yards as if it were 20. If you're a good team running the ball, go to your strength. Go ahead and push it into the end zone.
Yeah, they did. It worked. Taking it about the 1. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. So that'll back him up 5. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Well, that kind of hit will certainly fire up your team, both on the field and on the sideline. Tackles for lost yardage, they're always welcome.
On 2nd down now, Huntley. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
On the play, it's now 3rd down and long.
On 3rd down, Huntley. And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8.
For the running back.
He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Well, that was a 3rd and long run, and to me, that was just a wave the white flag kind of a situation. Obviously, they don't want to risk the chance of throwing it downfield and risking a turnover in this section of the field.
Here's Kevin Huber now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And that one didn't accomplish a whole lot. It'll be down inside the 35-yard line.
They'll take over first down and 10 at the 32.
From the 32 now. Here's first and 10. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown. A great play there. 32 yards. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up first and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he loses the football a second time. And this will be scooped up by the defense. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. We figured they'd come out with intensity and aggressiveness on the defensive side of the ball, and they have an early turnover to show for it.
They lived up to their reputation. That's who they are. They want to attack on every play, even though they're playing defense. And you're exactly right. Force the early turnover, and now they'll try to attack again and again throughout the game.
Jackson, following the fumble recovery, he'll throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he will take it in for the touchdown. Dan Arnold with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. So he missed his first 2, but this time it's good, and that'll extend the lead.
Visitors 27, Patriots nothing. Tyler Bass set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here. And oh my goodness, he loses it again. And it'll be a turnover. This is going the other way. And he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown. And maybe that's the perils of being a rookie running back in the NFL. I mean, look, it's not easy to hold on to the ball at any level with these talented guys. But in this league, you can learn a lesson early.
Without a doubt, and what a tough reminder for any running back, especially a rookie. The things you got away with in college probably won't work so well in the NFL.
Bass on for the extra point. And oh, can you believe it? He misses another one, his third so far.
Tyler Bass set to kick off.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And this carries into the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them. The coaches from all the way up here, they were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Number 41.
We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
On 3rd down, Huntley. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
A loss of 2 yards. It's 4th down.
Here's Kevin Huber now.
Set to kick off.
Tyler Bass about ready to get us going. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. Fielded in the end zone. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. And right away, he lost the football. It's going the other way. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Not only a fumble loss there, but a fumble lost on your first drive in your own territory.
Now you're dealing with a lot of stuff here because you feel bad going off the field because you gave up the football. How does your own defense feel now having to go out there and stop them when the momentum is clearly shifted in their favor?
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
Back at the 25-yard line.
from the shotgun now. Here's an inside give. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. 25 yards. And his guys have taken a first-quarter lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Takes this about 5 yards deep, and no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he loses the football a second time. And the defense will get their hands on it, going the other way. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Fumble recovery. Jackson. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. Harold Carmichael, 28 yards. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Just an unbelievable start. Less than a minute in, they're already up 2 touchdowns.
You talk about getting out of the gate fast. I mean, beyond fast. That's warp speed, isn't it? To jump up with 2 scores like that in less than a minute's time, your confidence has to be elevated.
I haven't even found the right height for my chair yet. I'm still adjusting.
You mean you found a way to sit down?
I did, yeah.
Wow, you're quick.
At least I got that accomplished.
I'm still standing watching this occur.
Tyler Bass set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more.
No gain on the play.
That's a strong safety making a strong, hard tackle.
And we know his coach. Doesn't smile a whole lot, does he? How about that grin right there, ear to ear after that play?
On 3rd down, Huntley. And oh my goodness, he loses it again. And does the defense have it? They do, says the referee. We're going the other way.
They may have the edge on the scoreboard, but that hasn't made them passive, has it? I mean, they dialed up a pretty good run blitz there. And Brandon, you know that all blitzes aren't just designed to get to the quarterback and the passer. Sometimes you're just trying to take away every gap, every hole that might be created in the running game, and they did it to perfection and caused a fumble there.
Took away the gaps, took away the holes, took away the football. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the first quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognized it.
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Taken in the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
5-yard line.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
On 3rd down, Huntley. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28.
When people talk about plays being blown up, that's exactly what they're talking about. That's Exhibit A for physical play.
The left-footed Kevin Huber set to punt it away. And they're going to be set up with excellent field position to start the drive as that gets out of bounds inside the 45-yard line.
At the Patriots' 44-yard line.
And here's Jackson on the option.
He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Lamar Jackson, 44 yards. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Now, first quarter, and this lead is already getting into dangerous territory. They better be careful on the other sideline.
Yeah, it feels a little bit more like a basketball game where one team is pressing and that team can't get the ball over half court. I mean, it's stealing it and scoring it, layups, the whole deal. That's what it feels like right now. They are all over them.
Point after, right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half.
Tyler Bass set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked so well, and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
On second down, Huntley. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
A 1-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 8.
They don't know my name, I'll get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. Tie me up in chains, I'll get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. They say fall and you let go, but I know I got an antidote to retain some kind of self-control. Look inside my head through a telescope. You erase all the calls from a telephone. No sense of smile, maybe tell a joke. Holding back your tears, singing minimal syllables. Yeah, look at me, at the asylum. Was a fate or mistake, cause the time ain't up. Yet the parts of my mind don't get much love. If you want in my head, come and call me up. You look like a twisted Robin Hood. You take from the rich and the poor and us. Wearing diamond shoes where you walk your pugs in a town you create where there ain't no love. Where do I go? When I'm alone, not on the phone, when I'm on my own. They don't know my name.